Welcome everyone, we are back again for our second interview here on Action Sport, and we got here the host of the Helderberg Karate League, Sensei Graham Chamberlain. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Sensei JP. It's a privilege to be here.
Oh, that's good. How's the tournament going so far?
So far it's going good. It's going good. I will update you maybe lunchtime, see how far behind or ahead we are.
Oh, no.
It's early days.
It's early days.
We're waiting for Kumite to start, then we'll know.
100%. No, tournament is not a tournament if it doesn't start with a bit of headaches in the morning.
For sure.
You always run late. We had a bit of technical problems, struggling with the internet. It's always like that.
Yeah.
And you always got that one laptop that gives you problems.
Indeed.
Always.
Yeah.
It has to be that one. That happens.
It's very true, but also it's just all of these things can happen, but it's the way you manage it. So being aware of a problem and then sorting it out immediately, that's how you win your time again when something unexpectedly happens.
But talking about Graham Chamberlain, not a lot of people, in certain communities and networks, we know about you and everything. But there's a lot of people that doesn't know about you. And who's this guy now hosting these leagues and stuff like that. Tell us more about you. When did you start your journey with your karate? And where did you start and where did you come from?
Okay, thank you, Sensei JP. When I was 6 years old, I stayed in Port Elizabeth, ironically next to a dojo. And I saw all these children running around with these white suits, and I asked my parents, can we go look and see what's happening? And that's how I started karate at 6 years old, 1992. And then we moved to Pretoria, joined Saska Anchi Quisburgers Club in 93. And now I'm in the Western Cape, 32 years later.
Yeah, and you are now the proud owner of Helderberg Shotokan Karate Academy.
Yes, I'm very privileged to have taken over from Sensei Ilse and Sensei Karl, who's immigrated to Canada. The dojo is looking good, going strong. And just a little bit more about myself, Sensei JP, if I may. I'm also a type 1 diabetic.
Yes.
Been for 22 years. I'm proud to say that the disease did not get the most of me. I still compete, even though it's more challenging for me to train. I'm proud to say that if you can manage your diabetes, then you shouldn't let your sport or let diabetes stop you from doing any sport or any activities.
Yes, that's extraordinary. Yeah, you got the diabetes, and I've been with you a couple of times where I can see you had to go take the necessary medicine and stuff like that, but you always push through and you're always there. I met you a couple of years ago when you were still staying in Pretoria and still single.
Yeah.
And a lot of the viewers out there, Helderberg Shotokan Karate Academy was actually my dojo when I came to the Western Cape, came back. I came here as a brown belt, and I did my first dan and my second dan through your dojo.
That's
before
correct.
You came here.
That's correct, Sensei. Yes.
And it was because of Helderberg Shotokan Karate Academy I started my dojo.
That's right.
And today we are still together like a family. We're the other side in Brackenfell, and we are supporting each other still, and we created a very, very, very good network and friendship and supporting structure.
Absolutely. I'm so happy that it happened like that, and I'm so happy the Western Cape through Wukuf is doing so well. We are having so many competitions. I think that's maybe lacking a bit in some of the other provinces in South Africa, but the Western Cape's taking the lead, and Wukuf SA is doing good here in the Western Cape. We are building a community, a lot of competitions going around, and we're supporting each other. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, on that topic, when I started my dojo, and one of the biggest challenges everyone came to me and asked is retention. How do you keep me and Sensei Mary Ann just had a bit of a discussion about how the kids with good talents just stop sometimes. After 2, 3, 4 years you put so much effort. And there was a guy that asked me, said to me once, if you come up with a solution how to keep kids active in karate, it will be the most important, amazing thing. And what I realized was, when I started, I also got children now, is you need to keep them active. And engage. You can't just let them train karate for 6-7 months, maybe have one tournament a year, maybe two, and 2 gradings. They're going to get bored. Kids have got energy. They will. I don't say all the kids. I talk about 80%. You get the kids that doesn't want to do it. And I realized that there was a lack of tournaments. But even the tournaments it was hosting, it was small. Some was good, but very unprofessional. Parents get exposed to things that no, we're not going to go there. Running late, no structure. And I think that is what we started as New World Shotokan, Marianne, Boerland Dragons, Mark and them from TSKA and all of them. We created this structure. We started with something, and every second weekend almost there's a tournament.
Absolutely, and also what's great is the league series. Having the Boerland League, which was earlier this year, mine the Helderberg League now, and then your league will be in September, and then since Mary Ann's in October, and it's exciting for the kids. They know their points gets locked. At the end of the year, we will have a league champion within each age group, so it's something for the kids to work towards, and it's exciting. They want to come to the competitions because they want to, maybe they know there's this where they are sitting. They know maybe they got second in the previous tournament. They're going to push to go for first, and it's a healthy competition for them, and it's good.
Yeah. And when you look back at your time. When you competed, it was never run like this. You never had a podcast, live streaming, online monitoring the scores. You can actually see what's going on.
Well, let's just start this and say, JP, with a program. We never received a program. We never had an ETA or estimate of when your category would start. Never, not even what floor you would be on. You would just get there 7 o'clock in the morning. Your sensei says sit down, and then you wait until your category gets called up, and it could be 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you 8 years old, you just have to sit and wait. And now at least we can, the parents can also plan a bit and come a bit later if they know their child is competing a bit later. There's more structure, there's more. The technology helped us a lot, definitely throughout the years, and where it is now, I'm very happy to be part of this, to be able to have cameras on so that Oma and Opa at home can sit and watch on their phone, or it's mind-blowing how it evolved to what it is now.
Yeah, you just said so, and obviously people may know it, may know that since Ilse and Kali, they are family. That's your sister.
That's correct.
That immigrated, and they're in Canada now, and I will not be surprised if they watch it.
Yes.
If they watch the floors, they watch the podcast, and maybe, how can I say, verlang in English is, jy verlang.
She's going to miss,
you're missing home. Maybe they're missing and say, yeah, we could have been there, you know?
Absolutely.
Now they're sitting in the, that's summer now there. I would have said, now they're sitting in the snow. But it changed, and it is just the way, I said to Sensei Marianne this morning is, and we talk about it, it comes to a point where, I talk out of my experience, you cannot run a tournament actually without, let's say, Kiap.
Definitely.
It made it as so easy, but it is now becoming a norm that you must live stream. People are asking, what is that? They don't ask, are you going to live stream anymore? They said,
where's the link?
Where's the link? We want the links.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a podcast? Who's on the podcast? People have said to me, when we started with the podcasting now, talking at tournaments with everyone, where's the program? Who's on the podcast? Who's talking? They want to see. And now we changed it a bit that every hour on the hour we will talk to someone.
That's it.
Because they can't wait, and then we sit and then they can watch the floors again.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And with you, sorry, we're busy.
Ask your question when you...
We will do that. So, sorry, people. Someone just want to ask us a question. I apologize for that. But in any case, no. To get back is with all these competitions now and this technology, you can actually now go and look at your performance
I do that.
and evaluate yourself.
I do that.
Yeah.
It's not always that someone's there with a camera with their cell phone to record me. So I can go back to my kata and see, I can fix that, I can work on that, or I can measure myself now, and it's so simple. It's just going back on YouTube. It's lovely.
Yeah, and even for your other students, for your other competitors, your other students, you can actually show them where they made the mistake.
Correct.
And
it can form part of your strategy, your competition, your tournament strategy for the students. You can go back and analyze. Absolutely.
yeah, and what we got on now is amazing. And just to get back with what we are facing, you also face now challenges with the schools and the school sports.
It's very tough. Absolutely. I think what makes it hard is, although karate is a team sport in the dojo, you got your friends. They're for 5 hours, 6 hours at school with their other friends. Let's say with rugby, so there's a tight bond between those friends and doing rugby. So now the student starts to become good at rugby, let's say, and then they rather want to do rugby as opposed to karate because they're alone in the dojo, doesn't have their school friends with them. So that makes it a bit difficult with the school sports. I also almost want to say interfering with the karate sport.
Yeah, but the school sports is also, especially a majority of our students is children. You can go look.
Absolutely.
That is where the core is. And now with schools, if they don't do school sports or do well, they strive to get into a better high school. So this plays a huge thing. We've experienced it myself. I've experienced it a year ago, 2 years ago, with my daughter going to high school. They asked her about, what sports do you do? And she said she's doing gymnastics and karate. He asked her, but that's nice. But as soon as he mentioned she's doing athletics and she's very good at high jump, you could see the headmaster was into it. He wanted to know, how high do you jump? How far did you get? That was more, and you can see, because that is where the school build their reputations on how good their school sports are.
Yes, indeed.
And I said to my wife, I'm not going to force my child to train dead body just karate. Karate is a very good sport, I'm honest, but she's got so much opportunities for the high jump. But I said to continue with your karate, because high jump you can only go to a certain age.
Yes.
Karate, you can go until the day you drop dead.
Absolutely.
You can carry on.
Absolutely.
And it's something to fall back on. You can get injured and stuff like that. So you must have a balance in that. But the saddest thing is also parents stop karate.
Yes.
The child tells them what to do.
That's right. That's absolutely. That's a problem. But it's a difficult one to try and manage when it comes to the parents that's stopping the children from coming to karate. I don't know what the solution is.
No, we don't know. Listen, they always say there's two things you don't talk to parents about. Well, actually 3 things. Politics, religion, and how they must raise their children. I said, you will have war.
Yeah, for sure.
So those 3 is actually a no-go. You must be very, very careful how to approach that. But with your children, and you also got a huge, a very large dojo, and obviously people getting involved and parents. Is your support structure also like reasonable? Okay, you get your regulars that will help you, and you get the parent drop off and go. They don't even competitions. It is you get that core, you build that bit of a relationship with. Is it the same there by you? Yeah, the other side of the valley.
Yes, definitely. There's parents that are always willing to help, which I appreciate a lot. And then there's parents, like you said, they just drop off the student and then picks them up later. That not really involved with the dojo. And I mean, you can't be upset about it. Just appreciate that there are parents that are willing to help and raise their hand if there's anything that needs to be done within the dojo. So, it's a balance, but nothing to get upset about.
Yeah, I always tell the parents who's willing to help. We got a lot of. I said, we're not creating expectation. You help it because you really want to do it. And that shows your children you're always there to help other people also. And your children will help other people in the future when they grown up, you know, and they will support all of that. But don't create the expectation. I help you, but I want something in back. Karate is I always say karate is a very poor sport, but it's an expensive sport to compete.
Yes, indeed.
Because if you go to school sports, everything is there. They don't pay for the rugby field. They don't. The parent pay maybe 10 rand to 20 rand. Here, you experience yourself. We must put the pauses money down for the wall.
Absolutely.
And it's not chicken change. It's heavy money. We must buy the medals. We must get everything. It's a huge financial output.
It is. It is indeed.
And when you go play rugby, you don't pay your 250 rand to go play in the team. Yeah, you have to pay to compete because we'll have to pay for everything. It's not for free.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's tough. It's tough, but you know, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth the stresses that comes before the competition, arranging everything and trying not to forget some things like I've done for our competition today. But you learn from it. You learn from it, and next one, you build on it.
Yeah, and it's very good to see you got 2 sponsors here. You got what is they called?
Fora Africa, yes, absolutely.
What do they do?
Fora Africa specializes in diabetes and hypertension. There's a range of different products from them. So they do blood glucose, they do cholesterol, they do blood pressure, they do uric acid, ketones, hematocrit, hemoglobin tests. So there's a large variety, insulin pen needles they do. So I'm very happy that they sponsored the free blood glucose testing as well as free blood pressure monitoring for the competitors and the spectators. And thank you to Sister Laura Bueta that's doing the testing.
Well, see, I actually went for my testing. Apparently my blood pressure is good.
Okay.
My wife mustn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it goes over the head, especially when, you know, this morning we're running around to sort everything out. And I tested my sugar, and it's under 10, but it was a bit high, 9.8 she said. But I think I said to her, listen, I ate a slab of chocolate last night.
Maybe.
And I had cold drink this morning, and I just ate before I tested. She said that can maybe, it's still, but it's a bit high. I said, but I will test it again in the week. But I never had problems, and it's not a thing in my family I can know. But just to get back in diabetics, is that what I say? Is that a family thing? Is it a family thing, or I just ask because I'm not into it. I don't know it a lot. I know about it.
So you get 2 types of diabetes, so more, but there's 2 main ones. So type 2 diabetic usually takes medication, and you can actually reverse it with the proper diet. And then you get type 1 diabetes, which I am, and that's insulin dependent. And that it used to be called juvenile diabetes because when you were younger, it was more prone when you're younger. But now lately, we've been seeing a lot of older people getting type 1 diabetes, which was strange back in the day. But the type 1 diabetes, you are insulin dependent, so you need to inject insulin. Your pancreas is not working anymore.
Okay, so you inject yourself every day?
That's good. Well, I've got an insulin pump. I used to be on pain therapy. I used to inject every day for 17 years, but for the last 6, I'm on an insulin pump that automatically injects insulin into my body. There's an algorithm on my pump that I just put in how many carbs I'm eating. So there's an insulin to carbohydrate ratio that's worked out, and then according to what my blood glucose is, because I have a sensor that's connected to my body, and that sends my blood glucose reading every 5 minutes to my insulin pump, and from that algorithm it delivers the dosage. So technology there also has
that's very interesting. So if you do you wear that machine when you compete also in kata?
No, I don't wear it. I take it off. I can take my pump off at most an hour. So it becomes a bit challenging when I'm training or giving class at the dojo. So the students knows I take it off and I put it on, and I take it off and I put it on, depending on what my blood glucose is. And if I'm fighting and if I'm doing kata, I take it off. I just put it down and I put it back on straight after doing my kata or straight after a bout at the dojo or at a competition. So I take it off and put it on.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And so, where do you think we are standing currently with the scoring at the moment?
Well, since
I say you put a strong team in.
I've got a strong team here for sure, but then I had a sneak peek. I couldn't resist, and Brackenfeld Dojo was leading.
I wonder who
for
they
now.
are.
For now. So yes, your dojo is leading for now, but I look forward. I look forward. Let's see when the fighting comes. I know I know your dojo is very strong in the fighting, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, but you know what? And I always tell the people, how can I say it? You must always take the lead for people to follow. But we don't want to take the lead. We want people to compete. And I say to the people, the structure, the more competitors you put in, the better your chances are. And in the old days, it was all about you. You win. So a dojo come, bring their top 3, or 3 got gold and they left. Oh, we're the best dojo. You're not the best dojo.
That's right. Yeah.
No, you're not the best dojo. Schools don't bring in 1, 2. We want to see who the best school is. The big supporters are. So if you got the numbers, you put it in. You want to take that dojo trophy out. For me, it's about that. And I think we have changed that now. It's not the dojos are competing on a very healthy. Like
Absolutely.
you know, look who's running.
That's it.
And I think that brings a bit of dynamic into tournaments now. It's not just about the individual.
Yeah.
Every individual taught until the position of 16 contributes to points.
Yes.
And that's a big thing. Like the other day with New World Shotokan's tournament, one of my students came to me and said to me, Sensei, I didn't medal, I came 6th. And I said to him, you contributed a lot of points for us to win it. You're part of that dojo trophy.
Yeah.
We want to win. Fortunately, we came 2nd, but and like you said earlier, these tournaments is no more about alone. That is what we tell our students and parents. It's a team.
Yes.
Because to win that trophy, the dojo trophy, it's a team effort.
That's right.
It's not individual effort.
Yeah.
The more we put in, you're going to fight your friend, you're going to compete against your friend, you're going to compete against your brother.
But it's healthy. It's healthy
healthy.
competing. Absolutely.
It's healthy. It's
Just
healthy.
one more thing. You were talking about the sponsors, and then we went off track
yes.
again. Also, Cape Aqua
Yes.
sponsored all the officials with water. So thank you very much, Tracy, for arranging that from Cape Aqua. And I've got also a prize at this competition for best senior male and best senior female. Will get sports massage, 60-minute sports massage by Sensei Amy. She used to be at our dojo. She's now studying she's finished studying in Stellenbosch, so she's got a degree in sports massage. She's sponsoring a 60-minute sports massage for the best male and best senior female.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, Sensei Amy.
Thank you for that one. That's a great. I've been to a sports massage. One of the best things to do.
It can be painful.
It's painful. That deep muscle.
But it's good for you. Yeah.
2-3 hours after that, you feel like this. I really, especially your back when it goes into spasma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we're coming to the end now. I see there's a lot of tournament, and good luck with everything since
Thank you.
Graham. I can see the tournament is going very, very good. People are warming up here, walking before us and watching us now and checking. And you can see here's another one warming up. He's one of that boy is one of the juniors. After the cadets. He is very competitive with Michael Fritz and them. That's that group.
Okay.
So these youngsters, they fight very hard against each other. So I think it's going to be excellent to watch them again.
Lovely. Can't wait.
There's some very good names that actually entered.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. Thank you very much
you
for the
very much.
opportunity, and subscribe to Action Sport SA.
That's it. Hit that like and subscribe button. Support us. We want to monetize these channels, because when we monetize, we will get funds in. We can use that funds to grow the podcast, to grow the tournaments, to grow our equipment. Everything we do there, we do it out of our own pocket. We're not asking for money. We're just asking to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much, and
It's a pleasure.
enjoy, and we'll talk
Thank
later
you.
again.
Great.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sensei.